Well, there's a good start to the day. Nice little dogfish. Right, we're getting back, see what else we can get. What do you think, Amy?
His hook came out a bit easy.
Huh?
His hook must have come out a bit easy.
Yeah, very easy.
To everyone who's watching, we literally have been here for about an hour. So not long at all. And we've already fished. Looking for rain.
Right, let's get this rebaited and back out. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, oh no. Oh, sorry, afternoon or it's almost 2 o'clock. High tide's at 2 o'clock. And today we're at Deal. And it's Saturday the 26th of February. Was going to go last night, but Amy wanted to come with me, so we decided to come today instead. But we didn't get up too early, so we decided to fish the afternoon into the evening. Been here probably about an hour and a half. Just had a dogfish at the moment, nothing else. I had a couple of bites, but that finished up being the dogfish. I think he was just playing with it for a while, I think. But yeah, we're out for some more dogfish. There's been a few rays caught further around towards Dover Way. I believe they're coming off from here as well. So hopefully, touch wood, we might be lucky and get a ray. But we'll keep trying anyway. Had a few more subscribers again, so thanks for everyone that subscribed, all of you, every one of you. So thank you very much indeed. Afternoon Vernon, hope you're well, hope family's alright, mate. And I need a quick, very special hello to a dear friend of mine, been a friend of mine for over 20 years, and that's Mr. Alan Crust, one of the owners of NGS where I work. He's actually Alan's boy, was wearing one of these, and I said that'd be quite handy. Alan Jr. for fishing. He said, alright mate, so I'll get you one. So thanks to Alan and his board. So yeah, Alan, if you're watching, as I know you do, thanks for everything you've done for me over the last 20 odd years. Much appreciated. Lifelong friend. Hope everyone's alright, mum and dad, and later and everybody. So yeah, we'll see what we can fetch today. Amy's with me. I'm sort of trying to shelter you from the wind. The wind, as you probably guessed by the shelter, is coming right down the beach at us, which means when you're casting, if you're not holding your line, you lose half a mile of it down the beach. So be a little bit careful with the casting. The tide pulls not too bad, to be fair. I thought it was going to be dreadful, but I've only got 5-ounce leads on, but they've got extended wires on them. Yeah, I'll show you one. They're little stubby blue ones with long wires on them. Excellent weights, very good. So don't even know where I've got from, to be honest. I've had them for years, I think. But yeah, we've had the kettle on. Amy's had a mug shop, we've had a coffee. I'll give you a look around, because this, to make a change, this beach does actually show you, or you should be able to see, just how steep these beaches are. The Sandgate's horrendous. It's the big hill. It's so formal, but you don't see it so much. But the landscape here shows you a bit, gives you a bit of a better idea of how steep these beaches are down where we are. So if I'll give you a look around, I mean that's sort of, we're almost at the end of the deal up there. You've got Checkers and Sandgate and whatever, but eventually Ramsgate, Margate and all that's in that way. And you can see how steep that bank is. Amy can run up it, but it takes me 5 minutes to get up it. And up there, if you can still hear me through the wind, you should be on a shelter you can see Bill Pier. But this one does actually give you a bit of a better view of how steep these shingle beaches are down here. I mean, this one's not too bad, because once you come off the first big bank, it's a sort of gradual slope, so you can actually set up like we've done near the bottom by the water and still be able to cast and things like that. But when you're at Sandgate, for instance, you can't. You can only set up the top of the bank, because you're literally on a hill. You can't sit halfway down a hill. It makes casting horrendous. You've got nothing behind you. So I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like I've got another bite, I think, on the bigger rod of the two. I bought the dye with me as well today and put one of the 7HTs on it, just to use it really. I haven't I see it hanging up in the garage and I haven't touched it for so long. I thought I'll get him out and I'll give him a play. I might these beaches where or this particular beach where I am, not exactly very well known for flatties, but I think I'll set the other one up in a minute, put a flatty rig on, put that down low, and I'll keep two out for the big ones, hopefully a nice ray, and I'll leave one out for flatty. See how we cope with that. I've not gone mad with the baits. I've got a bit of bluey, squid, I've got quite a large launch with me as well, which I do like to use. It's incredibly oily and bloody. Anyone not sure what a launch is, it's like a huge sand eel. And some frozen blacks as well. But these are fresh frozen, if that makes sense, from Bedway Tackle as always, didn't go anywhere else. And yeah, we'll see how we can get on. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It's all free, don't cost a penny, and you don't even have to watch the videos. But if you can just subscribe for me, every little bit helps. Leave a thumbs up or a comment. I'll always reply to the comments. Not always straight away, but I'll certainly reply to them all. So yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee. We've had a look around. Not a great deal happening, not exactly busy. So I'm due a bait change on the Daiwa, so I'll finish my coffee quick and I'll change that. to you in a bit. These are the little weights I was talking about. Seem to grip very well when there's a strong tide pull. But we had a little whiting. I won't say I wasn't expecting it was really, but I don't mind. We're not overrun by them, so the odd one or two is not going to matter too much. Not a bad stamp, that one. I'll get this one back. So that's that one out. I must admit, I've missed using a multiplier. I do enjoy using multipliers, but I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to star drag. I mean, obviously that makes no difference when you're casting them, what have you, but if I ever go back to multipliers, it'll be one that probably got the lever drag rather than the star drag on them. But I have missed them using them 7HTs, I must admit. They feel so smooth and so lovely when casting. I might swap it over. I didn't bring the other one, I've got another one and the little Abu. The Abu Rocket needs the line changing on it, it's a bit rough. And being that there's a chance of a ray, I don't want to use that and just for the line to snap, so I don't want to risk that. So, but I think I'll re-spool that and re-spool my other 7HT's got a very thin line on it, only about 12 pound line I think. The only thing that stops me going back to multipliers is the fact that I really do enjoy using braid. And braid on a multiplier I've found is fine if you're in a boat. You're not really doing any casting as such. But most people I speak to, people who know what they're talking about, always advise against using braid on the multiplier. Probably the only reason it stops me going back to it. But there we go, they're both out now. I'm just about to set the other one up. The tide's just now starting to turn, so that's going to start coming back in. I don't think it's going to come in very rapid. It's got another 6 hours before high tide, I think. But it does mean we'll have to slowly start moving up the beach. There is a shelf a bit further up, so when I move the shelter, that'll go a bit further up the beach, and I'll try and keep the rods closer to the water for a change. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some more fish to show you. Right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, that's all 3 out. And I haven't put a flatty rig on, they're all big baits. So that gives me another rod's chance. So still only the doggy and the whiting at the moment, but hopefully we'll have some more luck in a little while. All the baits are fresh as well, so hopefully it'll all be good. Sun's out for a change. It's been a while, still a little bit chilly. Wind blowing around your neck's a bit chilly. But certainly beats standing here freezing like I normally am.
Hi.
Just getting the fish off now.
Make sure I have a bath when I get home.
Had some bait on me.
Make sure I have a deep shower when I get home.
Yeah, well, that might have changed.
Hey! Boom. That is like a camera rod.
Yeah, I know.
Hi. Hi.
Well, don't get too close to it. Crack the lens.
Very nice. No, no. No, yuck.
Right, I'll update you in a little while. Well, just a little update. We've moved up the beach. Moved the shelter up. we're not at the top of the beach, but we've only got about 2 hours left of sunlight, so I think we've moved out far enough. We might stay until it gets dark. I've got the lights on that in the van, so Amy seems happy enough. She's not interested in going anywhere just yet, so we'll see. Haven't had any more fish. Had a slight knocking on one of the rods, but see it going again over that along the right. But I'm pretty sure it's not a fish. If it is, he's been playing with it for about 2 hours. But yeah, no more fish, but we've been enjoying ourselves, been playing all sorts of lovely games. But that's alright. Nuts. But what's been happening? I had a bit of a letdown last weekend. I booked the Monday and the Friday off work and planned on a long weekend fishing. I had it in mind to go down to Chesil, or West Bexington to be more precise, mainly because it's got a car park right on the beach, so I had planned on parking there and staying there for 2 or 3 days, but last weekend was the weekend of the storms, so I got up early on a Friday morning, went out in the garden, and the winds were absolutely howling, so there was no way. Amy didn't even want to leave the house, let alone go and stand on the beach somewhere. So we didn't go Friday. I tried Saturday. There's a place at Ramsgate called Undercliff Road, and the wind, when I looked, said it was, if I'd have gone there, I should have been sheltered by the cliffs. So we drove down to Ramsgate, and unfortunately by the time we got there, the winds did change from being behind you to like they are today, blowing down the side of you, and I had a job to open the van door, and I mean the seas were rough as anything, obviously because of the winds and everything. I was more worried about, because there's nothing of Amy, I was more worried about the wind blowing her away than anything else. That's right. So we didn't bother. We drove round towards Herne Bay, and although the wind did start to come behind you round at Herne Bay, the waters and the waves and everything was just horrendous. So we eventually went and had a meal and then went home. Anyway, I was a bit gutted about when we got home, and I thought I should really have filmed it. So I'd planned on 4 days fishing, 4 lots of filming, maybe part 1, 2, 3 and 4 or whatever it was going to be, but yeah, finish up with nothing at all. So so last week, so I booked, as I say, I booked Friday and Monday because Amy was off school as well, and we had planned a good long fishing weekend, but not a thing. I just sat in the garage and made a few rigs, and didn't need to clean anything. I've cleaned everything the weekend before. So yeah, not a lot happened last weekend. It was a bit gutting really, because I'd sort of planned it for a little while in my head more than anything, because last year I think I used all my annual holiday on Hoxie Hospital appointments, and going in for a couple of procedures I had done. But I had to use it, so I didn't actually choose any holiday as such. I just used the holiday to sort out the hospital. So yeah, this would have been first weekend booked off as holiday as such for a year. So to not be able to do much was a bit gutting. I mean, we did everything else bar go fishing, to be fair. There's a restaurant fairly close to us that Amy really likes going to. And we went there a couple of times. And, we just played about indoors. I did a fair bit in the garage. We recently bought Amy a new bed. We was mutting about that. Shopping, new duvet and duvet covers. Because she's not a child anymore. So we had to get some more grown-up stuff. But we kept ourselves busy. It was still nice to have a break as such. It's just a bit gutting when you have a break intending to go fishing and couldn't go. Yeah, sick as a pig really. I did see a few of them on YouTube. Some of them had ventured out. And I think on my own I might have took a few risks maybe, but I wanted to do that with Amy because she weighs nothing. Wind would have picked her up, took her away. Although not necessarily a bad idea.
What? Oh, bait. Bait. Oh,
But
I'm living a dream.
yes, we've come day fishing again, which I never expect too much during the day.
Oh.
But I was quite surprised and pleased to see the dogfish this morning.
Dad, I threw some stones on it down the back.
Well, that's a bit sharp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had the whiting as well. So yeah, we're not give up yet. We not give up yet. We might, I don't know, we might stay till it gets, do a bit of fishing in the dark maybe. The wind has dropped off. There's still a little bit, but not a great deal. So we might possibly pack the shelter up and a few bits, chuck some stuff in the van, and maybe just get a couple of lights out and fish for a little bit in the dark. The tide's coming in, I think. What's it now, Amy? It's about 4 o'clock-ish, I think, isn't it? It's about 4 o'clock, thereabouts. Sunset's 5:30.
I can tell you the real time. It's 3:51.
Yeah, 10 to 4, so I'm not far off. Yeah, sunset at 5:30, high tide's at 8 o'clock. So, yeah, we might stay a bit.
Roll and roll, those roses.
Well,
Oh,
I think for now, I'll move the rods up, and that tide's actually coming in pretty quick. Not sure I've moved them back far enough. While it's time to refresh the baits, I think, and then I might do that. I might bring them all in and move the tripod up a bit more, I think. And yeah, hopefully as the sun goes down, you on the edges, hopefully something else will happen. I might put, when I change the baits, I might put a flapper on, scratching rig. All 3 of them have got pulleys on at the moment. One's a pulley dropper and the other 2 are just ordinary pulley rigs, all with big fish baits on. So I might put a scratching rig out, see if there is anything else, even a few more whiting. We were catching something, so we've had nothing for a good couple of hours now at least, other than coffee and mug shots.
Yeah.
So right, we'll get this sorted and I'll catch up with you in a bit. The 3 rods out at the moment. Hopefully you can see them all right. So that's yeah, I think when I reel these in, I might bring the tripod up a little bit more.
Hey!
Yeah, mind you're ruining the view.
Oh, I'm beautiful. I'll make the view perfect.
And up top for the steep shingle beach next. Interesting to see how far it comes up. I don't normally fish this far down. I'm normally a lot further up that end, closer to the pier. I thought I'd come back down here for a change. Luna's trying to climb the bank. Fair play. Well, she's done it a lot better than I did. Took me about 400 steps to go up there.
Dad, they'll be running down
Okay.
It's perfect, isn't it?
In low.
Made the video better.
Right, well, let's get these baits changed. Well, we've got another little whiting. Only a bubby, getting back.
Well, everyone, that is now all fishes, I think. To my knowledge. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Well, memory, like knowledge, I'm good, but memory. I hope you all have a great day. Another talking part was 10 minutes, but still what it's worth. The time is not best. Yeah, guys, I'm the best. Yeah, boys and girls. Oh, watch it there. You sticks. Well, watch it now. You won't regret it. Sometime really good. Do you want mum? Do you want mum? Do you want mum? Nah, it's fine. That's gonna do some casting. Yeah, the best. This might give us some tips on how to do yours. Sure, yeah, that was cool. Do you really not want one of my tips? I want you. I guess we'll need them.
Well, I was just doing the editing and realised that the outro we done on the beach hasn't recorded. Well, there was two actually. We had another reasonable size whiting, and yeah, I filmed that little bit and did the outro as well, but neither of them seemed to come out on the camera. So, and I had the sun in my eyes, so when I hit the record, obviously didn't double check to make sure it's recording. So I'll do it again. Basically, thank you very much to everyone that's watched. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. So I'm at home now doing in the editing while watching. I'll show you actually.
Had the day off work? Yesterday I spent.
Oh, it's not going to let me.
Preparing to tackle. Weather was pretty bad, so I didn't fish yesterday. First time I've been out for 10
Spin you around a little bit.
days, something like that.
We got Somerset Tony behind us.
Anyway, we're down at Sherry.
Good old Tony, joy to watch. So
I've just got one more, mate.
yeah,
Only just got here.
thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.